I was on the Fextra Life page, you know, checking out all the Dark Souls 3 weapon, and I was counting how many weapons there was in Dark Souls 3 and how many weapon arts. So there's over 100 weapons in Dark Souls 3, right? But there's about 100 different weapon arts, right? There's about 100 different weapon arts in Dark Souls 3 if you count all weapons. And, you know, crossbows, bows, but it's the exact same weapon art. So a lot of weapons have the exact same weapon art, right? A lot of them have the same weapon art, but they're different weapons. But there's still around 100 weapon arts in Dark Souls 3. And in Elden Ring, there's about 100 weapon arts to assign to weapons. So that led me to believe that, wait, what if all that there was in Elden Ring were just, you know, reskins of Dark Souls 3 weapon arts? And then I started thinking, like, that can't be right. They have to add new stuff. And then I watched the trailer. I watched the Elden Ring trailer again, and I looked at every single weapon that was showcased in the trailer, and I kid you not, every single weapon showcased in the trailer has the exact same animations, or animations taken straight from Dark Souls 3. There's a leaping curve sword that's akin to the Wolf Knight curve sword. The jumping attack from the horse is the same as a jumping attack in that trailer. There's the straight sword in the trailer. It has the same R2 as the straight sword here. Like, it has that charge R2. There's the whip, same whip animations. There's a bow, same bow animations. Every single weapon in that Elden Ring trailer that we saw, every single weapon has animations from Dark Souls 3. So that is worrisome. If everything is from Dark Souls 3, I mean, shit, it's fair to bet that, well, you'll just see Dark Souls 3 stuff, animations, maybe. And then I started thinking, and I'm like, wait a second here. If every weapon animation is from Dark Souls 3, like, they can't get away with that without people, like, being slightly upset about it, right? They can't, like, they can't do that. And then I started thinking, well, maybe the reason they're doing the whole, you know, assign a weapon art to a weapon is because they want to differ from Dark Souls 3 without making new animations, because making new animations is time consuming. Going back for the initial topic, yeah, so what I would be worried about is if they share weapon arts between, like, you know, within the same class in Elden Ring. So straight sword share weapon arts between them. So, you know, as it's like, why would you use another straight sword than Goddard with the Ring Knight straight sword weapon art, right? That's what it would come down to. And then take great swords. Like, does it really change anything that you'd have Claymore with the Gale weapon art? Or like Claymore with Wolf Knight weapon art? Like, it barely changes anything. It doesn't make the great swords better. I mean, maybe slightly, just a tiny bit. But it's like, you know, it doesn't make great swords good enough to compete with curved sword and daggers, right? And then take, like, PK, for instance, or curved swords. What do you do? You take PK and you just give it the best curved sword weapon art. So you, like, what? You give PK these follower saber weapon art, so you get, you know, pre-nerf curved sword. It's like, it just makes the better classes even more powerful, and it doesn't even buff, like, the ultras or the weaker ones. That's the issue if you keep it within one class. It's like fist weapon. Take fist weapons. What is the difference between fist weapons besides the weapon art? You're basically just picking a skin for your weapon. PK with quickstep or purse, just imagine. I mean, see here, Ungone, at the very least, if you have weapon arts, like, if you can put a weapon art from a different class to a weapon that's completely different, like, say for instance you have Claymore with follower saber weapon art built into it, right? It makes greatswords viable. Like, at least it makes greatsword viable. So at the very minimum, you're getting closer to competing with Murky and Curved Sword if you do that to everything. If you give, you know, Saber or Gundyr weapon art or Lido weapon art to, like, basically any weapon, at least you're getting closer to competing with some of the best weapons. Honestly, the best case scenario, Saxy, is if we could get, you know, new things, like new animations everywhere, new movesets everywhere, you know? Everything new. That's the best case scenario, but from what we saw in the trailer, unfortunately, from what we saw in the trailer, every single weapon that they've showcased, it's Dark Souls 3 animations. Let me show you, alright? Let's, don't take my word for it. Let me show you. Check this out. I'll showcase it right now. Okay, there it is right there. That's the first look at Dark Souls 3 weapons animations. FYI, FYI, look at this right there. This is the normal idle, and idle stands for, you know, greatsword. Nothing changed here. Same thing. This is the animation for the torch in Dark Souls 3 to block with the torch. Same thing. Here, take a look. Look at that wind up. That wind up right there. Boom. That's an R2. That's an R2 from Dark Souls 3. Exact same. This right there is a cut to another moment, and this is the a riposte animation that you do on enemies in Dark Souls 3. Not that right there, but this right here. Kind of lost it here. Maybe it goes too fast. Let me just let's slow it down a little bit so we can more properly look at it. Alright, so R2 right there, charge R2 on the target, straight from Dark Souls 3. And then that's a block. Okay. That's not a Dark Souls 3 animation, I believe that right there. Although this is a riposte animation from Dark Souls 3. So we saw one animation that could be not from Dark Souls 3, which is that weird wind up. But even then, that might actually be like a repurposed one that we just don't know. And then there's this right there. You see, you're like, hey, that's a new animation. Look, there's not this in this is not in Dark Souls 3. The animation of this right there, raising the sword in the air, and then the sword hitting the ground in that fashion. The effect is new, but this is the Storm Ruler. This is the Storm Ruler charge. Once you have the Storm Ruler charge and you just shoot at Yorm like that, this is the exact same animation. So, or the Coil Sword, yeah, Coil Sword, or even the Dragon Bone Sword. What is it called? Anyway, the dagger, you know, the Dragon Bone dagger. Same thing when it does the weapon art. Firling Greatsword, thank you. I mean, it's all the same animation. They just slightly change the timing, but it's repurposed, but it's the same thing. They add special effect on it, and I mean, throughout the trailer, like obviously on horseback, this is new animation, but let's take a look here. What is that? That's a jumping attack. Nothing new. This is Old Wolf Curved Greatsword. Nothing new. The only thing that's new is this. This is a new skin. It doesn't feel like a new weapon because it has all the animations that we already know. So this is just like a new skin for a new weapon. Where are the new animations? There's no new animations for the weapons that we can see in the trailer. Like, they don't show anything weapon-wise that's new. Like, nothing throughout the entire trailer. Let's take a look, like, further. Take a look at this here, where they showcase some of the enemies that you summon. They have show tells, by the way, straight from Dark Souls 3. Bow, same thing, same bow animations. Same animations for the bow. This right there's an enemy. Whip animation, you know, same thing for the whip animation. Rolling attack with the bow, same animation as the composite. You know, it's all Dark Souls 3 stuff. It's all Dark Souls 3 stuff. I'm sure there's gonna be new things, right? I'm sure there's gonna be new things. Obviously, the boss animations, everything boss related is gonna be brand new. But here's the deal: like, you might be asking, why would they do that? Like, why would they repurpose so many animations? Well, animations, doing animations, making animations, it's one of the most time-consuming thing to do when you're creating stuff. Creating a new model, a new skin, like new textures, all of that, it takes a lot less time and a lot less resources than animating something. Animating something animating something takes a lot of time, and yes, like Zodiac said, animation is very costly. Reason why it takes a lot of time to do. And yeah, I'm an animator by trade myself, so I can tell you that much. Animating is the most time-consuming thing you can do on productions, and I mean, shit. There's a lot of animations in these games. Like, all of this is new animations. All the PvE stuff, this is all going to be, like, mostly new animations. The bosses, all of that. I'm sure they can repurpose a lot of, like, some attacks from other games, but for the most part, the new enemies, the world, like, they have a lot on their hand, like, to do already. That is the reason why they would reskin and repurpose a lot of the weapons and use a bunch of Dark Souls 3 animations. That's the reason why. And then there's the Discord. You guys can join the Discord and ask questions there, or use some of the sheets we have that are made by Halberd. Not Havard. Halberd. The dude looks like an Elden Ring cosplay, the Pyro. Great. I would lock onto this guy. Come on, guys, there's 4 of you, like, seriously? Just fucking progress, like, do something. There you go. There you go, that's more like it. Look at that, that is as edgy as it gets. Look at that. It was supposed to be the explosion arrow. I didn't think we'd do it. Yeah. Where do you hail from? Well, that guy died. One of their Phantom died, so I guess that's a good trade-off. The edgy fallen knight just fell. I'm not paying attention to the right guys. No parry. As soon as we get one separated though. Hello, Murphos. I don't have the wave. There you go.